Hello everyone and welcome to my Metru official channel. As Cyrus prepares to kill again, Elizabeth gives Anna evidence against him. Sunny arrives at Carly's house to talk to her. She questions what's going on as she and Donna prepare to make Valentine's Day cookies. Sunny informs her that he and Ava agreed to divide custody 50-50 after resolving their custody battle. That's fantastic, Carly replies, but what's actually happening? After Sunny clarifies the tension between him and Avery's mother, Christina is relieved of the burden of testifying. Since he has been placed on sole custody for several months, Carly thinks something has changed. Ava misses her mother, and Sunny explains that the fire altered the likelihood of winning the lawsuit, according to Diane. Carly still doesn't think he did it for that reason. Sunny thinks someone planted a bomb in his apartment, and he needs to find out who did it. Without knowing who did it, he cannot defend the family. In addition, he wants to be present for Michael upon his return home. Carly still doesn't believe he would give in to Ava. As Avery gets older, she would want to know her mother, so Sunny did it for her. Is Jason the father? Carly turns the conversation to Jason, her altercation with Drew, and his accusation that Jason is the biological father of Sasha's child. Sasha says it's nobody's business, and she hasn't been able to discuss it with Jason yet. If Jason is assisting Sasha in the same way that he assisted her throughout her pregnancy with Michael, she believes she should give him a call. Sunny advises that they hold off until Jason gives them a call. He asks why Carly has to know, because she can't wait. She clarifies that she wants to know so that, should it be real, she can stand by him, if not, she can support him. Given that Jason has enemies and that Sasha has already lost Liam and Brando, Sunny speculates that she might not want anybody to know. He thinks they ought to avoid getting involved. Carly consents to hold off till Jason approaches her. The campus big man. Joss looks over the address Brennan's associate gave her at her apartment and uses the map app on her phone to find it. Trina thought it would be wonderful to cook together for once and brought a bag of groceries. Joss claims that they always order takeout and never cook. Kai texts Trina as she's unpacking to inquire if she's free tonight. What is actually happening with this cooking stuff? Joss asks. Joss imagined they would spend Valentine's Day together because, as Trina acknowledges, it's her first Valentine's Day without Dex and she still misses Spencer. Joss declines, stating that she knows Trina adores Kai and that it's time for her to return to society. When Trina texts Kai back, he makes reservations at the best club in town and extends an invitation to her. He advises her to dress to impress and meet him at the Savoy after she accepts. Joss says she needs some alone time to study, but she detests leaving her alone. Joss questions whether Kai is aware that her father owns the Savoy. Trina is unsure. Later, Joss takes out the box containing Dex's gun as Trina departs for her date. Drew presents Laura with his argument. Laura asks Curtis to stop by her office so they can talk. He wants to rush by her esplanade, but Laura informs him Drew has a plan. Despite his outbursts against Drew, he believes she invited him to observe the meeting for a reason. She's looking for his input. She informs him that Drew intends to use eminent domain to take Sunny's peers and relocate the project there. She believes that Drew is retaliating against Jason through Sunny on this esplanade. Curtis notes that Diane will file a lawsuit and the city will have to pay exorbitant legal fees, and that the move will increase transportation expenses. Laura is cautioned by Curtis that Drew has changed and is now self-centered. Laura concurs, but she is doubting Drew's wisdom because he wants to enlist Jen Sidwell, the man who nearly killed her son, as a partner. Curtis is taken aback and inquires as to whether Laura has discussed this with Jordan. Laura has stated that she will attend the meeting. Curtis informs her that he recently seen Jordan with Jens, and it appears that she is interested in what he has to offer. Curtis' worries are allayed when Jordan shows up and tells Laura about her encounter with Jens. She believes she can learn more about Jens and his companies by looking into him, but Curtis believes it's a bad idea because she's no longer a police officer. When Drew shows in, he says, "I can tell this is going to be a tough room." Drew argues that moving the Esplanade will benefit the city financially and dismantle Sunny's criminal organization. He advises them to consider Port Charles's best interests. Do they move the Esplanade and remove crime, or do they let Sonny carry on with his company and let it die? Jordan notes that Sonny's coffee shop is legal, and moving the Esplanade will cost the city money and cause job losses. She also believes Sonny would sue them, which would cost the city more. Drew asks whether they would reconsider proceeding if he hadn't made the suggestion. He walks away after saying it's something to consider. Drew's suggestion makes Laura, Curtis, and Jordan wonder if the trouble this endeavor would cause is worth it. Willow receives more unfavorable information. Felicia thanks Willow in the hospital for taking care of one of the more problematic patients, who also happened to be Willow's lover. Martin shows up as they are talking and appears worried. Martin pulls Willow aside and tells her that he still needs dirt on Michael even if his PI has been removed from the game because of an accident. Willow tells him that it won't be simple to locate and that she doesn't dislike Michael, therefore she doesn't want to use dirt against him. Furthermore, she doesn't believe Michael intends to harm her. She thinks that she and Michael can agree on their children. Martin informs her that divorce does not operate that way. They are cut short when Willow receives a call and discovers, to her surprise, that her car has been seized. Presenting evidence against Cyrus. Mac visits Anna's office and inquires as to why Jason is in the interrogation room, given that he never touched Cyrus and that Cyrus was the one who touched Jason's minor son. She is aware that this case is tenuous, he argues. Since Jason is unable to murder Cyrus while he is stranded here, Anna acknowledges that she is harboring him. Anna believes they cannot ignore their dilemma and allow Jason to kill Cyrus, even if Mac acknowledges that doing so would keep many others safe. She believes they are getting closer to proving Cyrus is their killer and wants to see him held accountable. Liz slips into Jason's interrogation chamber. She informs him that she and Lucky think they have the proof the police require to apprehend Cyrus. He should concentrate on Danny, who is still suffering over his mother, she says, adding that she will give Anna everything she has. She also worries that until someone intervenes, Cyrus will continue to kill. Jason concurs, but he doesn't believe the PCPD is capable. When Sasha shows up, Mac apologizes to her for what Cody did by publicly creating a fuss about her pregnancy. Although she acknowledges that Drew blabbed about it first, Sasha thanks him. Mac asks why she's here, and Sasha answers she's here to visit Jason. Sasha requests another help from Jason. Jason lets Sasha in and tells her that Anna is only keeping him from killing Cyrus. Sasha fears Willow believes Michael is the father of her child, but she hates to be the one to deliver further bad news. It will be easy to deduce that Elaine became pregnant around the time when Michael's marriage collapsed after she confided in him about her due date. It's not enough, she says, to let people guess who the baby's father is. He asks, so you want me to come out and say it's mine? She does, and he agrees to help her. Liz visits Anna in her office to discuss the Cyrus probe. She informs her that after investigating the matter with Lucky, they think Cyrus killed 3 individuals between GH and Turning Woods. She is certain that they have sufficient proof to imprison Cyrus. She reveals that she learned that 2 patients Cyrus saw at Turning Woods, one in a coma and the other with late-stage cancer, died from unplanned heart attacks. She believes that in order to determine whether Digitalis was involved, Anna could exhume their remains. Anna inquires as to whether she has any proof that Cyrus was involved. Liz has something more, but she doesn't. Liz claims that when she and Lucky searched through Cyrus' trash, they discovered 2 boxes and a Paul Damascus order for a package of syringes. It's a biblical allusion, according to Liz. Since the hospital blocked access to the other box after Sam, she assumes it was Digitalis. She hoped Anna could use the package to find out what was inside and who had placed the order. Liz argues they need to take action before Cyrus kills again, but Anna explains that the chain of evidence has been disrupted. Liz is asked to wait while Anna looks for a means to arrest Cyrus. When Willow gets to the police, she tells Mac about her car being seized, which she believes Tracy did. She tells that it was recently taken to the street and towed after being parked in the Quartermain garage. Although she now drives a minivan for the children, she still treasures her hybrid vehicle. She promises she won't lose anything more as she begins to recognize how much she lost when she joined Michael's family. While Mac continues to assist Willow with her impound dilemma, Anna makes her way down to the station. They could have a lead on evidence that connects Cyrus to the crimes, she informs Mac. Sasha sees Willow in the squad room just before she leaves Jason in the interrogation room. With the door open, Sasha gives him a passionate kiss and urges him to follow her instructions. Both Willow and Mac notice it, and Mac is incensed. Felicia says she's gone for the day, but Drew shows up at the hospital with roses for Willow. Cyrus concedes to kill. Cyrus speaks verses from the Bible, denouncing the vices in people's hearts when he is at Austin's cabin. He then proceeds to the table and injects digitalis into a syringe while reciting passages about God's will being carried out. Later, professing to want to thank Liz for taking good care of his mother, Cyrus calls the hospital to check if she is there. He finds out she's gone for the day. After placing the syringe in his coat pocket, Cyrus leaves. "There is room for two in here," shouts Chase as he takes a shower on the following General Hospital. Curtis is asked by Portia at the Savoy if his wife receives a clue. Kai is informed by Trina that she must make a confession. Brad is asked if he wants company by Lucas. Lulu informs Dante that she is not doing well as a mother at the Quatermains. Carly tells Brennan in her kitchen that she enjoys knowing something about him that no one else does. Jason is asked to take a chance on Anna. Joss loads her gun, Sasha kisses Jason for Willow's sake, and Cyrus gets ready for another attack. Monday, February 17, 2025, Carly questions what's actually going on with Sunny, Cyrus gets ready for another attack, and Drew pitches his new idea for the Esplanade to Laura. Friday's GH recap, Natalia and Sidwell got married, Alexis wanted Cyrus dead, and Sunny and Ava came to an agreement. While Carly is making cookies for the children to decorate, Sunny stops by her kitchen. He says that his custody dispute with Ava was resolved. She asks what's actually happening on and is shocked that he consented to sharing custody. All he wants is for the strain to stop. Something must have changed, Carly thinks. He was adamantly opposed to this. This is best for everyone, especially Avery, according to Sunny. Carly is still certain that he didn't do this for that reason. He reminds her that his penthouse had a bomb put in it. He needs to defend the family and doesn't know where the threat is coming from. Despite all of that, she finds it surprising that he is making concessions to Ava. Carly inquires as to if Jason has brought up Sasha with him. Drew is claiming that his brother is the biological father of her child. It's not unthinkable, but she's not sure if it's true. If it's true, he believes they should wait for Jason to tell them. He doesn't know why she should be aware of this. Furthermore, perhaps Sasha can tell that Jason has a baby without the help of his adversaries. They ought to avoid getting involved. They decide to hold off until Jason gives them all the information they require. The cards the girls produced for him are given to him by her. Joss looks up Austin's address on a map at her house. When Trina arrives with groceries so they can finally prepare their own meals, she conceals it. Joss questions why. Kai asks Trina via text if she's available. She is certain that Joss is missing Dex and is concerned about leaving her alone on Valentine's Day. Joss encourages her to go out with the quarterback since she will always miss Dex. The time has come. In response to him, Trina gives in and says they will meet at the Savoy. Joss reassures her that she can study alone herself for a while. Joss draws a rifle after Trina has changed and undressed. Laura invites Curtis to visit her workplace, and he does. He believed the plans for the Esplanade were doomed, but she informs him that Drew has another idea. She wants his business advice, but he would prefer not to see Drew. To get revenge on Jason and Corinthos Coffee, Drew is thinking about using eminent domain to seize control of the piers. She is concerned that Drew wants to enlist Sidwell as an investor after they discuss the potential costs to the city. When Jordan arrives, she informs them that she has already heard Sidwell's pitch. Nevertheless, he might have legitimate business interests in Port Charles. She wants to continue looking into him. When Drew shows there, he assumes this will be a difficult room. He pledges government funding as he makes his case. They will obtain it if they move at the manner he desires. If not, Sunny remains content and the endeavor fails. They question why they ought to become embroiled in a personal grudge. If it hadn't come from him, Drew thinks they would be doubting the plan. He leaves. Felicia and Willow discuss how excellent she is as a nurse at General Hospital. Willow talks endlessly about wanting her life to settle down. When Martin shows up, he guides Willow into a corner. He clarifies that Elaine will be unavailable for some time. On Michael, they still need dirt. Willow is not interested in hurting him or using dirt on him. Leverage is still necessary for the attorney. He claims divorce doesn't proceed that way, but she believes they should reach a mutually agreeable solution. Willow receives a car notification that her vehicle has been seized. When Mac walks into Anna's office, he asks her why Jason is being held in custody, given the flimsy evidence against him. As long as Cyrus is around, she argues, he cannot kill him. Mac is aware that allowing Jason to kill Cyrus would benefit everyone. They cannot turn a blind eye, she says. They are making progress in linking Cyrus to the killings. As Mac descends the stairs, he runs into Sasha. In case she needs anything, he reminds her that they are family. That's what Felicia told her. She clarifies that she is there to visit Jason. Liz slips into Jason's PCPD interrogation room. As they discuss Danny, she tells that she and Lucky have discovered the proof that the police require in order to imprison Cyrus. Now that this is taken care of, he can concentrate on Danny when he needs it. She is certain that until someone stops Cyrus, he will continue to kill. He doubts the PCPD can do the task. Sasha is shown in by Mac after Liz leaves. When they are by themselves, she tells him that she believes Willow believes Michael is the father of her child. They are aware that this might cost him his children. She's confident the Quartermaines will use her child as leverage to acquire what they want. She clarifies that although she has neutralized the PI, it is insufficient to let people make their own judgments regarding paternity. He must publicly express it. Willow arrives at the lockup to pick up her vehicle. She assures Mac that Tracy completed this task. She is beginning to realize how much she lost when she joined Michael's family. She has had enough of being compromised by the Quartermaines. Liz goes to meet Anna in her office and informs her about what she and Lucky have found about Cyrus. They believe they have gathered enough evidence to imprison Cyrus. She learns from the nurse about Cyrus's volunteer work and how he visited patients who passed away from unplanned heart attacks. Would Anna exhume the bodies, she wondered? In Cyrus' trash, they discovered orders for medical supplies. Anna notes that they lack a chain of proof and only have educated estimates. The nurse tells her Cyrus will kill someone else if she doesn't stop him. Anna leaves to figure out how to take Cyrus into custody. Anna runs down Mac and tells him they have a new lead on the murders. Willow notices Sasha and Jason in the questioning room. Sasha sees her, so she opens the door and gives Jason a public kiss in front of Willow. Mac notices as well and is unhappy. In the cabin, Cyrus reads his Bible. He takes out his digitalis and syringe box.